Out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
For the extra point.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. The guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Mike
Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That's a 49-yard line.
Here's Brady to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Brady again. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. First and 10 at the 19. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's another Buccaneers first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Looking. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun again to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Rolling to his right. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him out to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Brady going to throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, it's Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Packers' 41-yard line.
Check, lucky. Check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk.
Brady.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Brady now to throw. And he's got Miller. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Brady now on first down. Evans has it left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards the pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the Packers' 17-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop right around the 25.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking. Got his man. Complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
17 yards. First down, Packers.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 13-year man puts it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, it's Jones. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll roll him out right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And the Packers are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll look to run with Dillon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Throwing on first down is Brady. He'll buy some time right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Brady to throw again. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Preston Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Brady throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Ronald Jones.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
On second and goal. Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
On play action, now Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Packers.
Play action, now it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long.
3rd down.
Play fake. Rodgers. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. The kick by Crosby is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Brady now on 1st down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Gronkowski. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
5-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's third down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Brady again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the second half. First and 10. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
46-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers rolling to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Covered by Antoine Winfield.
On play action, Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. He's got Adams on the hookup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.